At the start of Football Manager 2024, you will find Junior Kroupi is contracted to Lorient and he's part of their under-19s team. He's 17 years old and has been capped at under-17 level by France. He's contracted to Lorient until 2026, earning £4,100, and he's valued at £13 to £40 million. He can play as an attacking midfielder through the centre of the park, can also play as a striker. Looking at his attributes, in the physicals, we find that his game is built around his pace, acceleration, agility and natural fitness. In the mentals, he scores highly for decisions, determination, flair, aggression, anticipation. In the technicals, it's all about his dribbling, finishing, first touch, passing and technique. He isn't the tallest player at 5'10" and he's only 11 stone, so that strength of 7 might hold him back in terms of set pieces, but what he will do is be dynamic and run defences, hopefully score a lot of goals. So let's find out what happens as we jump forward 5 years and see where Junior Kroupi ends up in 2028. We have now jumped forwards 5 years. It is 2028 and we find Junior Kroupi has moved to Manchester City. He's part of their under-21 setup. He's 22 years old, has played 19 times for France's under-21s and scored 11 goals. He's valued at £15 to £46 million and earns £20,000 per week until 2031 at Manchester City. Looking at his stats, there are some big steps forward in his development. His physicals, he now has 15 for pace, 15 natural fitness, 16 agility, 15 for acceleration. In the mentals, decisions of 17, off the ball of 16, flair of 15, determination of 15, composure and anticipation are also 15. In the technicals, dribbling of 15, finishing of 13, first touch of 14, passing of 13, and technique of 15. Let's have a look at his playing history to see how he got to Manchester City. So he actually played a couple of seasons for Lorient, bouncing between their second team and their first team. In the last season he played at Lorient, in the 25-26 season, he played 34 times, scoring 7 goals and getting 1 assist, before he made a free transfer to Manchester City, where he has only played 2 games in the 2 seasons he has been at the club. So a bit disappointing that he hasn't managed to be able to kick on and break into Manchester City's first team. Will the lack of first team football hold him back? Let's jump 5 years further forward and see how he develops in 2033. I've jumped another 5 years forward. It's 2033 and we find Junior Kroupi is now at Real Madrid. He's 27 years old, has played 32 times for the France national team, scoring 12 goals. Real Madrid value the player at £29 to £88 million and he earns £165,000 a week with a contract that runs to 2036. Looking at the player, you can see that his development has probably peaked now. He's getting to the point where I don't think there's much more improvement to come. His physicals read acceleration of 16, agility of 17, balance of 16, natural fitness of 16 and pace of 16. In the mentals, he has anticipation, composure, decisions, off the ball and visional score 17. In the technicals, it's all about his dribbling of 17, finishing and first touch of 14, passing of 14 and technique of 16. He retains all of his player traits, and if we look at his path to Real Madrid, we can see that he moved to Manchester City on a free, couldn't really crack it in England, went to Levante on loan to Spain and played 33 times, scoring 17 goals in La Liga. Went back to Manchester City, where once again sat on the bench. Went to Bayer Leverkusen for £52 million. Played 8 games in the first half of his Leverkusen career, scoring 4 goals. In the 30-31 season, he played nearly a full season, 28 games and 15 goals. And then he went to Real Madrid and has been a first teamer. And that is where he has really excelled. First season, 31 games, 15 goals, 6 assists. Second season, 36 games, 14 goals and 8 assists. So that first team football has really brought him on as a player. As he heads towards the latter stages of his career, what will happen? Will he stick it out at Real Madrid or will he be on the move again? So it is now 2038 and we find a 31-year-old Junior Kroupi is still at Real Madrid. He has played 81 times for France, scoring 43 goals, and he's valued at £48 million with a contract that pays £300,000 per week until 2039. His media description is an elite attacking midfielder, and looking at his attributes you can see he's still retained all of that ability from 5 years ago in the physicals, agility, balance, natural fitness and pace, in the mentals, anticipation, composure, decisions, flair off the ball and vision, and then in the technicals it's technique, passing, dribbling, finishing and first touch. If we have a look at his career stats to see how he has got to that point of his career, so following on from his Real Madrid move, he broke into the first team and stayed there all the way until the 35-36 season, when he played the first half of the season at Real Madrid. The second half was a loan to Paris Saint-Germain. He played 17 times and scored 14 goals whilst there. Then he went back to Real Madrid, 26 games and 4 goals, and 28 games and 12 goals in the final season. If we go and look at his overall stats, 363 appearances, 144 goals, 50 assists and an average career rating of 7.04. We look at the milestones and see what competitions he has won across his career. Going all the way back to the Manchester City Lorient days, he was a Premier League under-21 champion, FA Cup winner, Community Shield winner. He won the Olympic Games with France. He was a finalissima winner with France. He scored his first international goal against Uruguay at 23, made his first international cap against Scotland at 23. He then, in his Real Madrid time, would go on and win La Liga. He would win the European Championship with France, would be a Club World Cup runner-up with Real Madrid. He would be another La Liga champion. He won the UEFA Nations League with France. He would win another La Liga, and in his final season would win the Copa del Rey. In terms of the awards, I don't think there's anything that stands out really in terms of personal achievements or big personal achievements, but he was in the team of the season and many team of the weeks at every single club that he went to. Was even inducted into Real Madrid's best 11 and France's best 11 also, but it didn't really hit the heights in terms of the personal achievements as it did in terms of the competitions that he won. So at the age of 31, he has had a fantastic career so far, but I do think we're going to leave it at that point. I don't think there's any more development to come from him. And looking at his career, 363 games, 144 goals has been absolutely fantastic. He's a player that you should sign early on, and you could probably get more out of him if you use him earlier with more first team football. I think he will develop even quicker. Right then, if you're still with me at this point of the video, firstly, a big thank you. Secondly, if you could hit the like and subscribe to the channel, I really would appreciate it. Cannot thank you all enough for helping the channel to grow across the past couple of months. Before you do go, there are other things on the channel such as hints, tips, tutorials, let's plays, Wonder Kids, many more of these videos to come too. But for this one, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you for watching. I'll see you on another video very soon.